So, last we left off, I had built a small little base in the bulb zone, but I wasn't too content with it. It was too cramped, and the area I built in I wasn't really the biggest fan of, so I had bigger ideas. First things first, though, the materials. I went and collected a lot of these materials, knowing that I'd need them for more tools, and it would just be beneficial at the end of the day. Though I always made sure to answer any radio calls that came in, which led me to pods and eventually some wrecks. But one of these calls was different than the rest. Life Pod 19. It was found in this barren reef, sparse almost. There wasn't anything to harm me here, but it was so empty. Eventually I found the pod, but, well, it seemed busted in. Maybe the pressure was too much for it. Luckily, there was rendezvous points for dry land. Perfect. Once I got on the island, I realized something different. There were buildings here, Altera buildings, but they were run down in disrepair. I wonder who built these. While exploring these abandoned buildings, I found something interesting. I was scanning the room. I didn't even realize it was there, but it was some strange purple tablet. I eventually did get back to the base, but I realized something bad. Something really bad. The radiation was getting too much. I had only one option left. Fix the Aurora. It should have been all fine. It was just the Aurora. The radiation sucked, yeah, but there shouldn't be anything too bad. Until I saw it in the water. I've been hearing its screams for a while, but I didn't think it was real. A Leviathan. It got close, but I was able to sneak by. Don't even know how that was possible. Hopefully, it's not as bad on the way out. My trip on the ship wasn't terrible, very much broken, but plenty of materials to go around. Eventually, I found the reactor and got it all fixed up, which meant that there was only one last thing to do: leave the ship. Surprisingly, this was a pretty smooth exit. Maybe luck was on my side this time. We'll have to see. The rest of my adventures for this episode was just exploring the world and trying to build my base more, make it nicer, feel as homey as it could be, while hoping that the local wildlife is nice to me. Deciding to visit this mushroom forest was a great idea. There was this massive tree and it looked absolutely stunning. There was even a wreck nearby, which didn't hold a whole lot, but it was nice to visit at least. With some coordinates I found at the bases on the land, I went into this massive mushroom biome. It was so luminescent, it felt so alien on this alien planet. It was pretty fun. Eventually, I found the base down here, but why would somebody build down here? Maybe in another life I'd understand, but for here and now, I just can't. I realized that eventually I would need to go into the much more terrifying biomes for resources and tools, but for now, I decided to visit that strange island that I've been next to this entire time. Visiting the island led me to this strange structure. The PDA didn't really do much to tell me anything, but at least I understood what the tablets are for now. Maybe I should keep one on me for if I ever encounter another building like this. But eventually, I got to the end of it. Something jabbed me. It was a needle or something, but then I was warned of something terrible. I'm infected with something. Ignoring the overlooming threat, I decided to explore some of the islands. Didn't get a whole lot, but it was nice. But then there was a conclusion that I couldn't deny anymore. I needed to go to the more dangerous biomes. Before heading out, I decided to grab a quick snack and then take a nice deserved rest. But the moment I woke up, I had this insane vision of something yapping to me.
What are you?
Ignoring that for now, I end up at the dunes. Looking around, well, it was pitch black. I went at the night like an idiot. But I did find a wreck eventually, though it took way longer than I wish. It did have the drill arm fragment, which I was quite happy about, but the constant roaring of the Reaper nearby definitely was unnerving. While heading back from this adventure in the dunes, I come across the sparse reef again. Deciding to explore a bit, I find this strange hole in the ground, which eventually leads me to a giant trench. I got a little curious, so I wanted to explore it. Exploring this trench eventually leads me to this massive wreck, which, luckily for me, had the prawn suit grappling arm, so getting around with the prawn suit should be good now. The unnerving vines don't make the trip any easier, but it'll keep me interested at least. Maybe I'll return. After my prawn suit's made, I decided that I should try and make this place a little more homey. That involves getting more resources though, but with the drill arm, that becomes a lot easier. Honestly, I'm quite happy with how this home is turning out. Obviously, I still need more things to work on, but that will be much easier now. Though, if I need answers to what's going on this planet, there's one last area to go down. And that's, well, farther down, to wherever that may lead. Hey everyone, thanks a lot for watching the video the whole way through. I wanted to try a new editing style since the last video felt very boring and I feel like it could have been so much better with it. This series might be delayed a lot because Subnautica 2 releases and I'm very excited about it. Maybe I'll release a video about it. And thanks again for watching. Ta-da!